Assalamu alaikum students of grade 4. How are you all? I hope you all are good. I am your science teacher and today we are going to start the reading of our new chapter unit number 8 heat energy. So let's start. The key points of this chapter are how are heat and temperature related to each other, how is the thermometer used, and how is heat energy gained and lost. So these are the most important points that we are going to discuss further in this chapter. The first topic is heat and temperature. Heat and temperature are often taken to mean the same thing, though closely related, they are not the same thing. As you have read earlier, everything around us is made up of matter, and there are three states of matter, and their names are solid, liquid, and gas. And matter is made up of very, very, very small, tiny, and invisible particles called atoms. And atoms join together to form molecule. As you can see here, this is a water molecule and it contains two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. This is a water molecule and these small circles are atoms, and atoms join to form molecule, right? Everything around us is made up of matter, and atoms everything around us is made up of matter, and matter is made up of atoms, and atoms join to form molecules. So as you can see here, this is a water molecule which is made up of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. Atoms and molecules are constantly moving. When a substance is heated, it starts to move faster. So the temperature of a substance is determined by how fast its molecules are moving. किसी substance का temperature हम ऐसे पता लगा सकते हैं कि उसके molecules कितने fast move कर रहे हैं. जितने ज़्यादा molecules fast move करेंगे, उसका temperature उतना ही ज़्यादा होगा. The faster the molecules are moving, the higher the temperature. And we say that the substances that have a high temperature are hot because the molecules are moving faster. That's why the temperature is higher, and that's why it's hot. And those that have a low temperature are cold, right? Now move to next page. The next topic is temperature. Temperature is a measure of the degree of hotness or coldness. So we can feel the temperature of an object by using our sense of touch, right? When you place your hand in warm water, for example, your hand feels warm, and when you place your hand on on ice, you feel your hands cool, right? So you can also using your sense of touch, right, to feel the temperature of an object. And in science we often need to measure temperature more accurately than using our sense of touch. Obviously sense of touch से हम temperature feel तो कर सकते हैं किसी object का, but accurate नहीं होता. So in science we have to measure the temperature of objects accurately. That's why for this purpose we use thermometer. Thermometer is used to measure the temperature, the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. So we can find the temperature more accurately by using a thermometer, and a thermometer measures temperature in degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit, right? This is Celsius and this is Fahrenheit, and a thermometer measures temperature in degrees Celsius and Fahrenheit. So you can also see the thermometer here. It is its bulb, and it is its stem. Okay, so now move to next page. Now how can you use a thermometer? Using a thermometer. So inside the thermometer, the liquid used is either mercury or alcohol. As you can see here, inside the thermometer, there is a liquid which is either mercury or alcohol. So the level of the liquids rises and falls with changes in temperature. Thermometer के अंदर एक liquid होता है, वो या तो mercury होता है, which is either mercury or alcohol, और उसके लेवल से, उसके लेवल के राइज होने से हमें पता चलता है कि टेम्परेचर कितना है, राइट? एज यू कैन सी हेयर, आप इस पे देख सकते हो कि थर्मोमीटर पे नंबरिंग भी लिखी हुई है, लाइक 10, 0, 20. सो यहाँ से हम जो है वो टेम्परेचर मेजर करते हैं, राइट? सो द लेवल ऑफ द लिक्विड्स राइजेस एंड फॉल्स विद चेंजेस इन टेम्परेचर. व्हेन द टेम्परेचर इंक्रीजेस, द लेवल ऑफ मर्करी एंड अल्कोहल increases, and when the temperature decreases, the level of these liquids falls, right? अगर टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा होगा तो मर्करी और अल्कोहल का जो लेवल है वो ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, राइज हो जाएगा. एंड व्हेन द टेम्परेचर डिक्रीजेस देन द level of these liquids fall. And there is a procedure that how to use a thermometer. So hold the thermometer by the stem, place the bulb of the thermometer into the beaker of water if you want to measure the temperature of that water, right? As you can see here. And wait for the liquid in the thermometer to stop rising or falling, and read the temperature. Simple. Okay, now there is an extra information that the surface of the alcohol in the thermometer is curved, right? The surface of the alcohol in thermometer is curved, so this curved surface is known as meniscus. We have to position the bottom of the meniscus at the same level as our eyes in order to get the correct reading, right? Okay, now move to next page. There are different types of thermometers. A wall thermometer is often used to measure the temperature of the air. As you can see here, this is a wall thermometer and it is used to measure the temperature of the air, right? And a data logger with a heat sensor can measure temperatures, and the temperature can then be sent to a computer. As you can see here, this is a data logger, and data logger connected to a computer. So a digital thermometer or clinical thermometer can be used to measure the body temperature, like this is a digital thermometer and this is a clinical thermometer. Next topic is heat gain and heat loss. So if an object gains heat energy, its temperature increases, as you all know, and if an object loses heat energy, that's why its temperature decreases. In the photograph on the right, a can of cold soda has been placed into a container of warm water. As you can see here, this is a can of cold soda and it is placed into the container of a warm water. So the soda gains heat. Soda जो है वो heat को gain करेगा and its temperature increases. At the same time, the water in the container loses heat and its temperature decreases, right? Heat moves from the warm water to the cold soda. So other examples of heat gain and heat loss are shown in the photographs, like water is heated to cook food, and the earth from the sun warms the earth. So in this photograph on the right, you place the can of cold soda in the warm water, so that's why the soda gains heat and its temperature increases, and at the same time the water in the container loses heat and its temperature decreases. Now there is a summary of the chapter that heat energy, it includes heat and temperature, and heat is caused when molecules in an object move faster, and the faster the molecules the more heat is produced, and if an object loses heat energy, its temperature decreases. And in temperature, what is temperature? Temperature is the measure of the degree of hotness or coldness, and it is measured in degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit, and it can be measured using a thermometer. So this is your today's work. You have to read the complete chapter, and I hope you understand. That's it. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.